Hey everyone, welcome to Dama Scaling YouTube channel. I'm your host Eddie Wang, and as you guys know, we are entering a new month and we haven't seen season 4 just yet, which kinda sucks actually because we are already at fall and it seems like Namco is pulling the early 2017 card ever again. So the next 3 months, or October, November, December, is where fall is, so season 4 can come out at any point. And Kunimitsu is going to be one of these characters, and I was really hoping that it was Kunimitsu, and thank God it is. I expected 4 years for this, and I'm going to main this character just as well as I main Jin. So really just waiting for the day to make a pre-order, so it's going to be good. And predictions, we know that Lars is going to get a new rage drive, one that is probably low, that we don't know exactly what it's going to do, but looks like a low. And another character, Paul, is going to get a power crash that allows him to death fist, and Warang is going to get a nap kick, and some characters we are just waiting to see what they are going to get. But Jin, we don't know exactly what he's going to get. We guess he's going to be another Zen transition, something he doesn't really need at all. He doesn't need a new Zen transition. And some speculate that Jin is finally going to get some Oki tools, right? Because it's obviously the part in the game where Jin is the most weak against. If you guys remember, before Tekken 7, Tag 2, Tekken 6, Tekken 5, Tekken 4, Jin used to be insane on the ground. If he hits you and you fall, you are in for some really crazy stuff that he could do. For example, in Tag 2, Downfall 1-4 was a knockdown move. So if now this only works on counter hit, but it doesn't really matter anymore because the wake up system is different. But in Tag 2, if he does a Downfall 1-4, oh boy, here he comes. So because you're gonna have to learn how to wake up, and if you wake up backwards, then back forward to 1 would pick you out of the floor for some combos, right? And then every single time you didn't do it, you have to do other things, and he had really a good control of the floor back then. He had downfall 4 that would bound if you're trying to roll. He would have downfall 1 that would pick up rolls. He had downfall forward 4 hitting grounded was like a really big deal, and he still had down 2. So Jin's Oki was removed from the game the second he entered Tekken 7, because Tekken 7 wake up system is a lot different from what Tag 2 used to be. Because in Tag 2 you could launch people who wake up wrongly even while rolling, because the roll animation would wake up crouching, so you could see the one on launch. it was really crazy. You could forward 3 people while rolling, and now he can't even forward 3 people as on the ground. It's really insane. So people are speculating that Jin is going to get a move that hits ground, maybe a steel pedal, a demon steel pedal, but I don't know. But I think that if they are going to give something that Jin hits on the ground, they are going to speed up the animation of this move right here. This is what is going to be sped up to work as a Oki, because sometimes people just take away from it, so making it faster makes sense than actually give him more crazy Oki. But what I do expect them to do, instead of give him more Oki, for example, instead of giving a steel pedal, I think they're going to give a better down 2. But I also expect them to put this back to where it was. I don't expect down back 4 to come back, but forward 4 is such a big tool for Jin, right? It's pretty much his signature move at this point. And this move, it's a move that controls neutral. It's really not a tracking move, but it's a good move to have and to control people that usually are just trying to get in to do combos and do stuff. So this is a great poking tool. And for a poking tool that does this work, only CBM is the current gene that can actually pick up consistently after 4 hits on counter hit. Maybe because he is a little bit younger than most of us, his reaction is still on point. Maybe because his stick is a lot better than us. And if Namco is really promoting, if you really want to do the stuff that CBM does, then you need to buy expensive sticks. That is really not the choice here, or really, like, it's just weird, right? So I'm thinking that maybe they are going to put this back. They are going to maybe reduce the pushback that this gives on counter hit in order to actually make the pickup slightly more tolerable. That is what I expect, but I can do this, but I know that I am among the 0.2% of people that can somewhat consistently pick up from a counter hit 4-4, and then there is the 0.1%, which is where CBM is, that can do it mostly all the time, and he already understands the range where he should do it and the range where he shouldn't do it. And then there are the other people, which is the 99 point% of a number that can really not pick up from this combo. Even people that used to play Jin really well back then, like Amigo, Chikurin, to name a few, even Ni, are struggling to pick up with counter hits 4-4. So this should say something. So I expect this move to have its pushback restored, or at least reduced, in order to make it somewhat a little bit consistent, because that is the kind of tool that 4-4 is. So for a new move they're going to give to Jin, I don't expect them to give him a Oki move that hits on the ground, because as I said, they are either going to make down 2 hit a little bit faster, or some of his lows are going to be homing. But I expect them to give something else, maybe something for his left leg, because it's the weakest leg when not doing the Savage Sword, or they are going to give him again a new Zen transition. As is always tradition, they give him 1-3 into Zen, they give him down 4-4-3-3 into Zen, and now he has 3-1 into Zen. So expect down 4-4 to go into Zen, maybe 2-1 into Zen, back forward 2-1 into Zen, and something like that. So let's just wait and see what they're going to give. Maybe down 4-1 will go into Zen. Oh, we'll see. Jin used to have some really great stuff that they really removed for the game, but I already covered that. So online is something that I expect to change, and thanks to your guys support, and I will be finally able to actually buy an antenna that is going to give a lot of coverage to the range of my house, to a nearby ESP provider. So I will be able to buy a decent internet that can last the entire month, and actually play online through a cable finally, and not only Tekken, Mortal Kombat as well, and Street Fighter as well. I will be able to play on a LAN cable, and I will be able to test Tekken finally online, start playing online. And if this happens and the experience is actually what I'm expecting to be, then we're gonna have to update the channel, because I do have bigger plans just in case this works, because you guys are gonna be playing against me most of the time. I will be lessoning in Tekken, and will be giving community privileges and stuff like that if I'm able to do this with the new internet. So online is going to be great, because I will finally be able to grind more my experience. I will be able to play more matchups, and finally, with that experience that I'm going to get playing ranked, hopefully ranked now works well on consoles, because it's really a ghost town and it's hard to find people with good connections. So if that happens, and when I get enough experience as well, I will start to put out what you guys request the most in the channel, which are Jin matchup schools. Is something that I'm gonna start to make 4 characters as long as I keep consistently playing online and leveling up myself as well. So we are going to move out from just theory and stuff that you can do generally to actually match up specific stuff, and this is going to be something that is going to be made with Jin and Kunimitsu as well. So stay tuned and let us pray that finally the antenna come up and we can purchase it to install at my house, so I can have a decent internet again, and will be able to upload more regularly. I do upload regularly now, but it's a big sacrifice. I have to get out of my house almost all the time in order to put the videos up, and with COVID-19 threat, I'm always at risk and stuff similar. You guys know this stuff, the complications walking around, curfew, state of emergency. So it's really complicated in my country as well. So as much as I can do this from home without leaving and while playing Tekken with you guys, it's always safe and it's always nice. So the antenna would be a huge upgrade. So after that, we are finally going also to get a better microphone, so we get to narrate our videos better. But Jin School are still going to be collabs with people that have a much better English, a much better accent than I am, and while I will start to practice actually to narrate those videos as well. But the most recent Jin schools are still going to be collab videos with people that have a much better accent. So I don't want to prolong this as much because I already did. So really big ups to Namco if they are really improving season 4. My wish list, on top of Jin of course and Kunimitsu, I just expect that this game goes back to what the feel of season 1 and 2 were, where each character was unique on their own. It wasn't just bang, counter hit combo, world carry into whatever, big damage, big mix up, it works, you are dead. This is something that it wasn't on season 2 and season 1 because each character was unique. Jin had a great control of neutral and he was really consistent, but doing combos with him required really good execution. Steve as well. Even Giz and Akuma were strong but required a lot of execution. Julia was strong, but then every single character in the game got like bigger wall carry stuff. And it seems like moves that didn't wall carry as much now wall carry a lot. Even Jin, when doing like for example his old combos, it seems like now they do wall carry more than what they used to do before season 2, right? They did something to the carry in general, so it feels like, man, I'm deaf. Man, what is happening to my hands today? So the idea is that this didn't really used to carry as much, but now this carries way too much to the wall. See how this works? So before to get to the wall it was a little bit hard, but now this always reaches the wall and stuff like that. So I really hope they reduce the carry, the wall carry for all the characters slightly a bit, and maybe kill all the wall carries move a little bit as well, so we don't always have to carry to a wall, because this isn't really what Tekken is about. This is all tag 2 again, and this is the least favorite season. Despite this season being the worst of Tekken 7, I still think Tekken 7 is a really great game. It's the most popular game and it's better than most games that are out there. And surely Mortal Kombat has trying to catch up now, and I expect them to actually do good as well, because Tekken needs some competition. But Tekken needs to change back to where Tekken season 1 and season 2 were, where every character was unique and it has their own strengths and weaknesses, something that they really did not do with this Tekken. Whoever had this idea, it wasn't really a great idea, sorry guys, but it's true. So hope you guys stick around, and I have videos planned for the next weeks are going to be narrated videos, because I updated a new mic before I buy a new one, and this mic that I have updated actually has a better voice, less stasis, and I can actually hear, and I'm pretty sure that you guys can hear me well right now, so I can record almost anything right now and do like some really good videos with it. So hope you guys stick around for following weeks. If you are new to this channel, remember to subscribe, hit notification bell. This is a Jin channel, it's also a Kunimitsu channel, and on season 4 this is a channel that is going to blow up, because Eddie Wang always has tech and lessons for you guys every week. So see you guys on the next week.